The United States Congressman Riley Moore has visited camps of internally displaced persons in Benue State, where he says he met Christian families who fled violent attacks on their communities. Writing after the visit on Wednesday, Moore said survivors described brutal assaults that wiped out entire families and forced thousands to abandon their homes. He estimated that more than 600,000 displaced people are currently living in camps across the states. The congressman said he held meetings with chief traditional leaders and senior Catholic clerics, describing the violence as targeted attacks on ancestral farming communities. He called for stronger international attention and action, saying those affected should be able to live safely without fear. Moore said the accounts he heard during the visit would remain with him and should not be ignored by the global community. During his trip, Moore also met Nigeria's National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and other senior officials in Abuja to discuss terrorism and insecurity in the Middle Belt and the Northeast. Nigerian authorities say the talks are part of ongoing security cooperation with the United States. The federal government, however, continues to reject claims of religious persecution, insisting the insecurity affects Nigerians of all faiths. We're starting with Benue this morning, still on insecurity issue, Chidera, and this is one of those stories that has left us uneasy, feeling disturbed, feeling uncomfortable for weeks now, for months. And even after we see the news, we still go back to our homes, we still go back to our beds, and our eyes are not completely shut, closed. We are not rest assured that we are safe. And the congressman, the United States congressman, is in Nigeria currently, and he has gone to IDP camps in Benue State. He has come back to say that what he saw shouldn't be ignored. I mean, he has come to see it for himself, because much of the talks were on, he's not here. You are not seeing first. I know he has not witnessed firsthand, but he has come to see people that have been affected by this, crisis, by these terrorism attacks and, these banditry attacks and whatnot. I think that alone is very significant, that he has come to see this, and this is what he has to say. Now, we know that Riley Moore represents West Virginia, but, like many U.S. lawmakers, he sits on communities that influence policy. He also is a congressman, so he represents a community in the U.S. So if he comes out and say, we need human rights advocacy here, international security, must be applied at this point in time. He's calling the whole world this time around. He's not just saying U.S. are going to tackle it. It means that what he has seen is beyond control. It shook him. It's beyond his imagination, and he has walked into these internally displaced camps in Nigeria, and this is not just sightseeing. He's saying he has gathered narratives from people, from first hand, from the horse's mouth. How do they say it? From the horse's mouth, that shape most of what he has been hearing, and he has come there to know that it's even beyond what he has been hearing, what has sparked all of their reactions. And we need resolutions, we need immediate resolutions, and it's more than the Washington talks with Nigeria. Behind closed doors, this is in the open now. This is with the people whose lives have been affected. This is not, according to him, in as much as it is Christian persecution, he has even seen that even if the Nigerian government has persistently come out to say it's not a religious, but security concern is security concern. Security challenges is security challenges. So I do not know what is being described as violent attacks, but as long as people are being affected, groups have been affected, schools and whatnot are being affected, I think we need serious attention at this point in time. I think this is like an official call. This is like an official call, and I like that he has met with the Nigerian Security Advisor to Nuhu Ribadu, and to see what they are going to do about insecurity in Nigeria. What are the new measures being applied? Because we know that Nuhu has also built his reputation on anti-corruption Caesar, and now he sits at the center of security challenges in Nigeria, and also the security operational architecture or the system in which we are going to carry out, you know, to curb this or curtail this situation as much as we can. So I'm just saying that Nigeria we need that partnership at this point in time. We need that much support at this point in time. International bodies cannot be this concerned, and we have, you know, they come all the way here and they have seen for themselves that this narrative is not just narrative that people are trying to create. It is narrative behind their control. It is what is happening to real people. These are real lives affected. I mean, it's affecting livelihood. It's affecting livelihood.
Yes, seriously, this story is really wild. Because come to think of it, it has gotten to the extent that foreigners, imagine the congressman being the one talking about the whole thing, that the whole insecurity issues that is happening in Nigeria. And then imagine the figure, if I'm getting it right, 6,000 people in the IDP. You can imagine how huge that figure is. Seriously, I just think, since our voices are not heard, because we keep crying, we keep disturbing, we keep nagging, we keep trying our best possible ways for the government to listen to us, and then it seems like it's not working. And then at this point, why is that the government is focused on clarifying the foreigners or the world that it is not about Christians alone? Both religions are affected. Is that what we are supposed to be talking about at this point? That is not what we are supposed to be talking about at this point. What we are supposed to be talking about is the solution, how to put all of this to stop, and not clarifying the fact that both Muslims and Christians are being affected. So, at this point, I just think our government needs to do better. They really need to do better on this insecurity issue, because it has lasted for months. Since last month, we've been talking about insecurity back to back, and it keeps getting worse. And then if we just want to breathe a little, they'll not say, just like yesterday we spoke about 100 people that were freed from those 315 that were abducted. You can imagine. So they are releasing people batch by batch, but it has not stopped the insecurity issues in Nigeria. And then
we are there.
Exactly. And now you really think it's just where people are much that they are attacking. Places are no longer safe. Even in your room, you are no longer safe. It's not just where they have too much crowd, not just in beer parlor, not just in schools now, not just in church. Sleeping in my house, I have to be waking up from time to time, even if the weather is too hot. I have to close the window, lock the door, lock everywhere, because of this insecurity issue. Now we are not even afraid of armed robbers again. It's now bandits, this and that. This story, it is long overdue. I just think our government should help us find the solutions. They should strategize. These terrorists, they have their strategies that is working well for them. So how is it that up till now, yes, it's working for them. How is it that till now we cannot adopt a strategy that can work for us, and we don't want to partner with people that will help us stop this whole insecurity issue? It is really annoying, for real.